Hi everyone, in the workout cage again. Just wanted to talk about motivation, and that kind of brings a few other things into the wellness journey that you may have started. Accountability. Why are we doing this? Why do you want to go on this journey? Is it you want to feel better? It's for your kids, you want to lose weight, mental health reasons. Obviously working out is something that can very much help with that. It's all about trying to figure out why you're doing it, and figuring that out can then give you motivation every single day and help you make those decisions when you're in a situation, having a beer, having a snack or something like that. Is that something that you should do at that point in time of your week? So it's important to sit down and think about why you're doing it, ways that you can hold yourself accountable. I mean, this process of me putting YouTube videos out has provided me with a whole nother level of accountability for this stuff. So I find myself sitting there going, I've got to sit in front of a camera, make a video, talk to people that I never met, putting myself out there and live by the standard that I'm trying to put out there for people, I guess, to gain a bit of inspiration from, to get them on their wellness journey. So do the same, make a video, make yourself accountable, write stuff down. If you've got a bit of lack of motivation at times, you're going to need something to kick you along. So, enter a competition, enter a race. I'm going to put a whiteboard up with my workout plan for the week and then tick those off as I go. It's staring me in the face every day. If I'm not doing the work, it's there. I've also put in an order for a Whoop strap. So a Whoop strap is something you just wear on your wrist, and you then can get access to a load of data that tracks all sorts of things: how effective your workout's been, if you are overtraining, should you rest more, how your sleep patterns are going. So it should be an interesting thing to track some of the gains that I'm trying to do for this process. The good thing with the Whoop strap is that it can also provide you kind of reflective data as well. So say you've had a bad night's sleep, you can then look back at some of the things that you did in the previous day that could have attributed to the bad sleep that you've had. Also, the good sleep that you've had and attributed to that as well. So then you can kind of map what affects you more, what affects you less, and the things that you should avoid, or the things that you have to do, or the things that you want to do. You may want to go out and have some beers with your mates or family, and then you know that you're not going to be motivated the next day because you've had rubbish sleep. So you can kind of integrate that into your training program and do the hard workout previous to that, and then your easier workout after that. So it should be a good tool to use. I've got pretty good sleep over the last couple of weeks, so it'll be interesting to see how effective that is. There was a situation at work. We had a lunch and it was food that I wouldn't normally eat, and afterwards I felt crap and regretted it. So that feeling of feeling good all the time, you got to try and remember that when a situation is put in front of you. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't partially get involved or whatever, but it does mean you've got to try and regulate yourself a little bit. It was pizza. I like pizza, so it kind of went over and above, and I regretted it after that. So at the end of the day, like I said from the start, I'm not perfect. Each day you got to align yourself with your goal, give you the strength to say no, not have less of that thing that is possibly going to make you feel crap the next day. You've got to then try and figure out the things that are going to deviate you from that goal. Now, that doesn't mean you can't have fun and you've got to reward yourself as well. So the social side of drinking is great. You know, it's good to get out, chat with your friends, and if you're not drinking, you don't want to put yourself in that situation, especially to begin with, but then you lose out on that social side of things. So there's a balance in everything. Go on the 80-20 rule. Be really good during the week, and then, you know, do the things that you want to do for that other 20% of the time. Reward yourself. You've got birthdays, you've got celebrations, earn it. So if you know you've got a celebration coming up, make sure you're still getting your day's training in. Make sure you're still doing that training, you're not missing out on sessions. Do the hard session prior to the celebration or prior to the thing you want to do. Plan it in. Make sure you do it, and then, because otherwise if you don't do it and you do the celebration or the big lunch first, you're never going to get around to the workout. So it's a tough one, it's a balance, but it's important to try and find that motivation, that thing that is gonna stop you from overdoing it or doing it at all. And if you can get away from feeling crap the next day, and you can tone it down with a couple of beers rather than, you know, a session, then it's going to be good. It's going to be good, and then it means that you don't miss out on the social side as well. So just a few thoughts. I've got a few more things on the way, but first of all, it's going to be pretty exciting to get the Whoop strap on, and then really delving into some data and figuring out what works, what doesn't work. So I'll give a bit of review of the Whoop strap itself, and then if there's anything meaningful on there showing my tracking over a period of time, I'll put that up as well. So thanks for listening.